sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
To throw on second down. Robertson. Man open is Robinson. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense. He finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Off-play action. Robertson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's in a touchdown, Carolina!
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Robertson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Robertson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
The end result, 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Robertson eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
From the gun on third down, Robertson looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Second and 9 now. And this one's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take...
And this throw will be intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it. in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run with Dobbins, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is caught. It's Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, Robertson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Robertson. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
They'll set up a throw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being accurate protectors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
James Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. The Panthers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to make it a 2-score game. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He'll drop to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson.
And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Again, it's Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the